Welcome from Pax Europiana, here from the Schwarzenberg Platz. And this is the last real successful Austrian military leader. He was amazing. And this is Schwarzenberg. And I'm sorry, I came to apologize because I want to rename his square, the Schwarzenberg Square. He was one of the winners against Napoleon. And you see his monument here in 1813 and 14. He was the Austrian general in that time, and of course he has deserved the square. So this monument, I don't want to take it away from him, but he would be very pleased if that part of the square will be called NATO Square. He would be very happy, and his ghost up there in heaven, he would be very happy to be part of this very victorious alliance which kept peace in Europe for so long. Because obviously also he was an advocate for a peace order, the Vienna Congress peace order, which didn't keep so long because it broke down already under the unjust system of the Austrians and the French and many of them in 1848, let's not forget. And it was very unstable in Greece and in Portugal and all these years. And so we need a stable peace order, and this can only be NATO in Europe now, and of course EU economically, but it's the same. We are like sister organizations, NATO and the EU, and who wants to divide us is a Russian asset and should be treated like one. Mr. Schwarzenberg, please, my apologies for the project to rename this square the NATO Square. The monument, of course, will be kept. He's a great, there was also Prince Eugen, Schwarzenberg. These are the two great military leaders. Radetzky, by the way, who is so famous, is only a complete disaster. He suppressed only his own population in north of Italy. And also, let's not forget that all these Hötzendorfs and Potioreks and all these disasters, they were responsible for the disaster of the World War I and for the defeat and for the dismemberment of the monarchy. And yes, complete disaster since him. Anyhow, and so we are in that situation. Here is, of course, a lot of Russian wealth assembled, and that is another topic. We have to confiscate all Russian wealth, and we have to also ask loyalty declarations from all Russians with residence permits and send all other Russians packing, because they are the enemy, and that is absolutely serious. And we should never forget that NATO was created as the organization to keep Europe free from the Soviets, and also the last 30 years the most important task is to keep Eastern Europe free and secure from a further Russian revanchist war. And let's not forget that the First and the Second World War were very much about Russian pretensions for power from Finland to the Straits, yeah? And in the Baltics and everywhere, and in the Balkans and at the Black Sea and so on. And we have to be united against this Russian autocracy in its various forms, and that's why we have NATO. And Austria, please, yeah? There's no reason to stay out, and that is absolutely time to join NATO. Here on NATO Square, I just gave you a bit of a guided tour through the Belvedere. It was a short, I was in a museum, I couldn't know how much videos I could make. I made 2 videos, which I uploaded it, and I made a lot of tweets and photos, and I will release them now on my way home. I wanted to make clear that it was absolutely okay to have neutrality and the State Treaty in 1955. There was no alternative for unity to get it like that, and also it was good to keep it until the fall of the Soviet Union. Afterwards, as Alois Mock has said, we should join NATO, and we didn't. Because of why? Because of complacency, Russian financial links, Russian kind of anti-Americanism in the Austrian Social Democrats, and then later also a massive influence buying in all other parties in Austria in the time after 2006, and that was very effective for the Russians. And so we are here today, and it's now time 2022. Finland, Sweden saw the light. We have to see the light as well and join NATO, and that's my campaign here on this beautiful day, and more to come from Pax Europiana at this moment. And I'm looking forward for your feedback, for your response, and for your support. Please sign the Austrian People's Petition, and please, Mr. Schwarzenberg, don't be too hard for me. I appreciate your great leadership in the Napoleonic Wars, but since then we were absolutely useless and we only created disaster, and so it's really time to be in a big alliance and to be in the alliance of peace and of the free West. Thanks a lot. More to come from Pax Europiana here from Schwarzenberg Platz, the future NATO Square. Bye.